We've housed over 167 people, parents and children, and pets. We have over 300 people on the request sheet still seeking accommodations, so we're working on getting more rooms. And now we're pivoting, and we're going to do a care package drive-through. We're working on it for this Saturday, so please stay tuned.
You guys have put an effort to help the victims of the fires in LA. Can you tell us what you guys are doing?
So initially, we started out by reserving blocks of hotel rooms in the valley here, Burbank, North Hollywood, Sherman Oaks. We left our home because we lost power on Tuesday and the winds were so incredibly scary. And we are up in a hill and we have little kids. Just to be safe, we checked into a hotel and I saw the phone just going off the hook in the lobby. And so I went to sleep, woke up the next day, and the phone was just still going crazy. And I thought, resources are going to get really thin. I should reserve things now because in our law firm, we have a community outreach department already where we constantly do serve resources for the community. So I knew we would know how to mobilize and help. Got the block of 10 rooms at the first hotel, posted a video on Instagram, which went viral, which surprised the heck out of us. And because of that, the need was just overwhelming. And so we mobilized our law firm staff to help search far and wide for more hotel blocks, which we were able to find. And so as of today, we've secured 57 hotel rooms and housed 162 parents, children, and pets through the weekend for now. And we're looking for more blocks of room, because there had to be an end date to the reservation. And so now we're pivoting to do a donation drive, which starts, that's right behind us. We're setting up in our law firm parking lot here in Sherman Oaks. We're doing a drop off of donations today. And then we're starting an assembly line of care packages. And then Saturday, 12 to 2 at Westridge School in Pasadena, we'll be doing a drive-through care package distribution. And that's the first. And then we have another one planned for Wednesday and next weekend.
So you booked these rooms till the weekend, till the end of the weekend. And
correct.
And how are you funding this now?
Self-funded. Everything was self-funded. It is still self-funded, but because of the tremendous outreach and exposure we've gotten, we have a private link. It's a Stripe account, like a Venmo. And it's a private account. We're not a charity. And we've asked people to support because people want to know how they can help. And 100% of those funds are going to allowing us to get more hotel rooms and then get items. As you can see, they're starting to get delivered for care packages.
Pet supplies, diapers, baby bottles, food, water,
medicine.
And we just got a call from a hotel that has another 50 rooms. So we're going to go ahead and pay for that. And then donations are helping offset those expenses, but we're just turning it back into whatever we're doing.
And you guys, how are the hotels working with you guys?
So they need our credit card. It's all so we've been running around the city checking people into hotels.
No discounts, if that's what you're asking. I've asked.
But the prices have not gone up, right?
No, and they better not. And again, we're lawyers and we know our rights.
No,
price gouging is not allowed. We don't play that.
How far do you think this will go based on what you guys are seeing now?
Well, we're gratified that so many additional people are jumping in, and we're seeing it on social media. The rub is next week, next month, 2 months from now. We're committed to the community forever and long time, so we're going to keep doing this until we can't do it anymore. But we have plans for 2 weeks from now, kind of reinvigorating and giving. A month from now, reinvigorating and giving. It's a Herculean task for a catastrophic event. So,
and the people that you are housing in these rooms, have they lost their homes or are they evacuated?
So half and half. One woman who initially came forward for the first room block, a single mom with a 9-month-old, she was evacuated, had no information about her house until yesterday. She sent me a picture and her house is just gone. And, it's a lot of that. And you're just there with strangers and it's seeing them go through the shock. Like life as you know it. Think about it. You go to your bed at night, you brush your teeth, you go to your closet, you put your socks on. Gone. Your kitchen, where your refuge. So just to be on the ground level with these people as they're experiencing this is overwhelming and heartbreaking, but doing what we can do, again, just on our own. And I wish we could do more. We're helping where we can, though.
And how can people help you guys?
Again, through our link, I could provide it for you. It's a privately funded link. Any monetary contributions or donation drop off here at our office in Sherman Oaks.
And so we're running everything through our Instagram accounts, and in the link tree, which is in the bio, you can click on the form and there's a place to donate your time, donate funds. If you need housing, a place to fill out a housing form.
Yeah. We've created a centralized link to make it easier for everyone.
They just generally, if anybody needs help. And as lawyers, we're offering free advice to people who need advice, insurance questions. Some people are getting let go because they can't go to work, and that's against the law. So we're helping with people advising that, all for free.
Do you have any advice for Angelenos and Californians in this situation we're in now?
Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out. But also, if you have the ability to help, do not think that you're just one person and you can't help. Reach out, join any number of us, because that's what it's going to take to help everybody in the city.
And also there's, in a world where we feel like, everything is doomsday, even before the fires, the world feels heavy. This is a beautiful example that there is so much goodness in our community. We can trust each other. We can trust our neighbors. We are good. People are good. Don't believe the media. Don't believe all that stuff. Yes, the world is sad, but there is goodness at its core, and it is here in our community, and everyone is capable of it.
And if people want to donate their time, you mentioned
we have
volunteers
yes,
too.
Correct. Through that link, we're going to provide you. We have 3 links: one for people who need housing, another one for monetary contributions, and a third one for anyone interested in volunteering or if they have donations. And we actually have some donations getting dropped right now. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So here's somebody who's...
Thank you so much for this. She drove from Menifee right now to drop off donations. And again, that's 2 hours from here. And so the goodness is here. People are good all the time. Not just emergency, but at the core of humans, as what neighbors are good, you trust your community. So will come for you if you show up.
Well, thank you guys for what you're doing. We hope that a lot of people would get housing through this.
Thank you.
Go lift the water, buddy.
Andrew, you have taken action with all the fires in LA. Can you tell us how you got impacted by this?
Well, the fires are impacting everybody in Southern California, but obviously those that are proper within, Los Angeles, Pasadena, up in the hills there. I mean, it's just the devastation is unbelievable. So immediately when the fire started the other night, I had posted out, I said, look, if people are leaving LA, they're evacuating, come down, come to the restaurant, I'll feed you, we'll try and figure out housing, etc. I even told people they could come and stay at our house with us. We did help some people with housing, but then as it grew, and it grew bigger and bigger overnight, when I got up the next morning, I realized we had to do more. So for us, we said, let's use our restaurant as a staging area. People can come, they can have a free meal, and if we can get some donations and then coordinate getting food and supplies up into LA, we'll do so. I had just put the call out for a couple people to donate some stuff. We've had, right now, we're up around 10 full truckloads full. We rented 2 U-Hauls. We've been driving product back and forth from Huntington Beach to the Dream Center to the Convention Center. We cooked hot meals last night to bring up to the Convention Center, and we still have 3 more pallets full at the restaurant. Donations are coming in. I've got about 50 guest volunteers who have also been driving product up. It's just been an amazing show of kindness and compassion from a lot of the neighbors, especially here in Orange County.
And how many people came? Did people come to your restaurant and stay there?
We didn't have anyone stay at the restaurant. What they were doing was they were coming and then they would wait and they were talking to friends and trying to figure out what their next move was going to be. They hung out at the restaurant. Some people up 5-6 hours. We let them stay in the restaurant and camp out inside. We fed them. So we probably had about 40 or 50 people that came and did that. And the rest has been people coming in from Orange County, dropping product off in donations. I mean, I'm talking, we're probably up around $100,000 right now in donations that have been dropped off, from kids' shoes to clothes to baby diapers, wipes, you name it, right? Like every single thing, water obviously imaginable, that they are going to need. And we've been taking that and we've been driving it up to Los Angeles, to the centers, to get it distributed. So there's no middlemen. It's just myself, my wife, my kids, and all of our customers who are stepping in and helping out and doing that.
And you said you have 10 truck full of merchandise that came to you. How many people are bringing this to you?
Hundreds of people. We're getting Amazon. We had this morning an entire Amazon truck drop product from individual $25 to $50 donations from around the country. Wipes, diapers, formula, baby clothes, baby shoes, you name it. People have seen the call on various outlets like X, and I was on a couple other TV shows, and they are now just sending product to the restaurant. It's showing up by the minute, it feels like. And we've right now got probably 14 or 15 parking spots full, piled high, full of product that people are sending in and bringing by.
And how did that make you feel when you saw all of that coming?
Well, I mean, for me, it's like I always think operations, right? My wife's emotional at first. She cried, and then she goes, we got to get this out of here, meaning we need to distribute it. For me, I'm thinking operationally, how are we going to get this done? But here's what's really cool. The city council in Huntington Beach, the city attorney, and the police chief all came down with the entire public works crew, and they took the city public works trucks, okay, and they loaded them up with product, and the city of Huntington Beach is driving the product up to the Dream Center in Los Angeles. The police chief was there on site loading the trucks himself personally.
Were you surprised by the fact that city came to help?
Well, look, it's funny. I'm close with Michael Gates and City Council, and they've been amazing in wanting to help out. But when the city maintenance group and the building crew and the city manager and all these people showed up this morning with the chief of police, I thought, oh no, what city code did we break? But it's not like that here in Huntington Beach. They were there to help. So I thought I was in trouble for a second, but they were there just to offer a lending helping hand.
And how can people help you more?
Well, you can bring products, right? Products, donations, drops, etc. But we're not taking. Everyone's asking, can I donate? We're not dealing with cash here, right? This is all about helping hands. This is about getting the product. Those people who have donated Amazon gift cards and money and gift cards to the restaurants, we're using that and we're actually going and just buying more product and then bringing it up to Los Angeles. The meals we're giving away for free on our own. But for everybody to just send Amazon products into the restaurant, 16600 Pacific Coast Highway, Huntington Beach, 92649, we're taking all of that product and we're getting it to the right people in Los Angeles. It's not touching anybody else's hands. It's being distributed immediately. The Dream Center has been unbelievable in Los Angeles, as well as the volunteers at the Convention Center in Pasadena. And in our next move is we're going to be bringing hot food up to the frontline firemen, hopefully up in the Palisades, because we're also cooking and bringing food up.
Now, Andrew, a lot of people are watching these fires and it's devastating, but how did you get the thought to get involved like this?
There's not even a thought. You see somebody who's in a situation where they need help, and we've got the resources, right, from the food and the volunteers and the manpower. So the initial thought was just, how can we help? That's why I said, come down, eat for free at the restaurant, and let us help you coordinate your next move. This all came together organically. This wasn't like the plan. We don't have the framework in place to be doing this. We don't have a nonprofit. We don't have a 501c3. We're just a husband, wife, and 4 kids that are doing this. I had the kids with me last night up in LA until 11 o'clock at night. I know I'm a bad dad. And it was great. They were like part of the chain, just unloading the truck to all the volunteers at the Dream Center. So this is an all hands on deck thing.
Now, do you have a message for the rest of Californians, how they can help?
Well, just find out, right? A little bit goes a long way. I think the point in my story is a little bit goes a long way. This was an army, right? This wasn't one person writing a $20,000 check. This was 2,000 people writing $10 and $20 checks and sending product through Amazon. So even if you think, oh, I only have $10 or I can volunteer, a lot of people came to us and said, hey, look, we don't have the money to donate right now, but I'll come by and volunteer my time. I've got 50 volunteers in the parking lot of the restaurant right now loading product up onto the back of trucks. I got a guy who brought his RV and said, I'll drive this into Los Angeles. Another person brought their Tesla Cybertruck. Another person brought their F-150. And they're just load me up and take me in. We had product they said they needed a lot of pet food. So one of these pet outreach programs was like, we need pet food. So we put out a call for pet food. I got $5-10 bags of pet food, hundreds of them sent to us instantaneously. We had a customer there with a truck who said, I'll take this up to the nonprofit right now. We loaded their truck up with what felt like 10,000 pounds of pet food, and they dropped it off at the resource center to distribute it to all the pets who have been displaced. So that's the way this works.
So in a sense, you see humanity coming together in this moment.
In the moments of tragedy and these horrific sights that we've seen, people do come together and help out, right? Like, this isn't an argument. We don't need to get into the reasons why and kind of who did what. Right now, it's about putting our hands together and making it work. And then we'll figure out retroactively how this happened and how it became such a massive tragedy when theoretically it could have been prevented. We all just need to put our heads together right now and figure out how we can help as much as possible.
So Andrew, if you can tell our audience one more time, how can people help? Where do they send the products and what should they send?
They can send anything. Right now, they need kids' food, adult shoes, all different sizes, baby formula, wipes, baby diapers. That's a big one right there. Are the baby diapers, pet food, and water. Any of that can be sent to 16600 Pacific Coast Highway, Huntington Beach, California. We've coordinated with the city, so if we end up having too much and there's an overflow of product, we're going to be moving it to city property, and the city is going to be transporting it, in addition to myself, my family, and my guests and volunteers, up to the Dream Center in Los Angeles, the Pasadena Convention Center, and then we're ultimately looking for a third outlet, I think, that just opened up for evacuees.
Chef Andrew Gruel, it was great to have you on California Insider and keep up the great work.
Thank you.